Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky.
Good morning, it's time. I'm Jason.
I'm Jana, and we are living lucky.
Woohoo!
SOS.
I'll
SOS.
send an
My mother, your
SOS
mother
to
lives
the
across
world.
the street. 18 Blueberry Street. Every night they get in a fight, and this is what they say. No, it just reminded me when you said SOS.
See, immediately I thought, I'll send an SOS to the world. I hope that someone gets I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle.
I did not know that was the words to that song.
I'll send an SOS to the world.
I did not know that. I had no idea that those were the lyrics to that song.
They may not be, but that's what I always say. Because it's about
I don't know what I sing. I really have
You
no
probably
idea what
always
comes
hum
out of my
that
mouth.
part.
No. I'm trying to think what even I say when that comes out.
Well, we'll have to play it after we go.
I don't think
I've
I don't think I've listened to an 80s station in a really long
Oh,
time.
I live in it in my mind. Because 80s pump me up and get me excited. They're one of my motivation triggers.
All right, well, we're talking about SOS.
So that SOS typically stands for Save Our Ship. But here, I think it should stand for
Shiny
Object Syndrome.
So when you first brought this up to me, I was thinking shiny object syndrome. I was thinking of the Little Mermaid. And, she's always like, I have gadgets and gadgets galore. And I'm constantly
There's a good
looking to collect more.
More and more and more. Gadgets and gadgets galore. I want more and more and more. Well, that's kind of the same thing as shiny object syndrome, because I think oftentimes what we do is, as people, we look to what we see other people being happy with, and we assume that's what's going to make us happy. So we're seeing snapshots of other people's lives, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or just in person. And we're like, oh, well, that person drives this, or this person has that. And if I have that, it'll make me happy also. And that's kind of like keeping up with the Joneses, one of the old idiom. There's so many idioms about this, but.
So we're comparing, is it a comparing thing, or is it just
I feel like it's a distraction
seeing
thing.
what they have and think, oh, I want that too, or society thinks that that's what I should
I
have.
feel like what it is we've let go of listening to our own soul.
We don't know what we want.
And listening to what gives us true joy, because somewhere in the back of our history, we've said, someone told us, no, that's not for you, or no, you can't have that, or they've turned that down.
I'll tell you what it is we have this innate want to fit in. We want to fit in. So when we see other people have it, we're like, oh, we need to have it too. We need to have it too so that we fit in.
That's valid. That's
it is.
very valid.
It goes back to animal culture. Listen to me. I sound like
100th monkey syndrome.
I come from the jungle.
You're definitely a squirrel because you hang out with a bunch of nuts.
Shiny object syndrome. Squirrel.
So there is a huge factor in that, right? So to be in the circle that you want to be in.
Yes.
I remember wearing the, it wasn't Guess
Jams.
Jam. Oh my God.
I wore
I
jams.
cannot believe you just brought up jams, because I had jam. Are those the jeans with the weird things down the side in the 80s?
Oh, well,
or 90s, whatever.
The jams that I wore
those are the
were
long
kind of like
shorts.
these long shorts that had really wild patterns on them.
So we had
to be
those
honest
too.
with you, the ones that I had were made for boys because they had these built-in underpants in them.
Keep your
In fact, I had the exact same pair as Heath Cozart.
so y'all switch them out every now and then.
Stop.
We'll have to talk to him when I get back to
I
Belleville.
wanted to say, hey, Heath, do you have the same underpants inside yours that I have inside mine?
You didn't cut them out because you cut the insides out of pretty much everything you own.
I know. I hadn't reached that point in my life where I knew I could
Yes,
alter
exactly
my
that.
own clothes.
Parachute pants. I could not break dance to save myself, but I had parachute pants because I wanted to fit in, because my group of friends
Had them.
They could do the moonwalk. They could spin around. They could do all these things. They had the parachute pants and the cardboard. They literally walked around with this big refrigerator box of cardboard to throw down in the street to have these breakdance wars with people in case they needed to break loose.
Okay, so here's something.
I just dated myself.
Here's something for you. I'm going to date myself too. I didn't carry around a refrigerator box, nor did I have a pair of.
You're tiny. Would you have a microwave box?
I didn't have a pair of parachute pants. However, I could do a mean moonwalk.
Nice.
And I could not only do it backwards, I could do it forward.
So I don't even know what that's called, but
I could do the forward.
you laid your thing down, flipped it, and reversed it.
I did. And then I could do this worm move.
I was a worm machine.
You could do the
but
worm?
You didn't need parachute pants. In fact, there were zippers on parachute pants that I was like, why are we wearing parachute pants to do these things? Because I'm landing on zippers all the time. Every time I do the worm.
And that hurts.
Oh my God, it's like stabbing
hurts.
yourself. That's the only way possible to stab yourself with a zipper is to break dance in parachute pants.
Okay, no, wait.
It's like, sir,
Okay,
how did you end up with a hole in your leg?
Wait,
well, I wear parachute pants when I break dance.
While we're talking about this, when you did the worm, would you do it to where you would?
I would be 3 feet off the ground, look like I was flying Superman.
Okay, no.
I'm sorry. Go ahead with the question, please.
Would you wave with your head first and then your
All
body?
of it. I could go
or
forward,
would you
backwards.
go with your knees first and then your head?
I would start, so I could dive down, which is head first.
Yes.
Or I could just start by crumpling down.
Oh, so you could go both ways.
Oh, yes. I'm proud to say yes. I could go both ways.
That is one area where your door swung both ways, right?
I'll take it.
Okay, what were we talking about?
We were talking about shiny object syndrome.
See, we totally just got distracted, which is what I thought shiny object syndrome really meant.
Well, what it does is it gets you distracted from what your soul really wants, and it leaves you collecting all these things, gadgets and gadgets galore, and still feeling empty inside because you're not being fulfilled and you're not really chasing your dreams and chasing what you really truly desire with purpose and passion.
So what is it that we really are desiring?
Well, I
mean, we say it's our dreams. Is it really purpose? Is that what we're desiring? Is it the need to contribute? Is it wanting to serve God? Is it what is the bottom layer there?
So I think for each person, it's going to have a different things. But I think you have to uncover.
Did you just burp?
I did. I try not to do it out loud. I try not to draw attention to it.
I don't know if y'all heard that.
But you're looking at me, so you're going to see me holding things in. And I was going to claim trying to reach down deep into my soul, but it was clearly me.
But he did it like 3 times.
Holding a burp in.
I kept trying to cut him off, and he kept burping. And then I would keep asking the question. He would burp again.
So I think one of the things is we have to really dive into what our personal values are. And it doesn't have to be, I mean, we don't have to go like, what's the whole thing for life? We don't have to figure the whole thing out forever. But what do I want to do?
I do. I feel like I need to figure it out forever right now in this moment.
That can get super overwhelming. But what if we said, what do I what if I really figured out what I want to do for the next 3 to 5 years? And how can I be the most impactful and be the most fulfilled and most excited and have the most verve for life right now in the next 3 to 5 years?
Verve? Did you just use the word
I did.
verve?
I don't know why, and I don't know where it came from. But my soul spit out verve. And I think it's VERVE. Is that how you spell it? Because my soul is, I'm not a speller, but
it's actually VEVRE. It's like
verve. Like Brett Verve. Like the quarterback, but with vigor.
It's
Verve.
like joie de verve.
See, I'm not a speller. My soul was saying that's the word. That's the word. But I want to feel excited and just wildly passionate about life, like I feel about you.
All the
At
women
least for the
do
next
that.
3 to 5 years.
Do that with me. Just everybody let their heart melt and let's all make a sound effect. Oh.
Woohoo!
Then we can celebrate at the end with a woohoo.
That's right.
We heard a speaker this past weekend at the National Speaker Conference, and during his speech, he said, whenever something is good in my speech, I want everybody to go woohoo.
And you have to thrust your hips forward and pull your arms back.
And go woohoo! And so whenever he would do the motion on stage, the whole crowd would go woohoo! And then whenever his story would take a downward turn, the whole crowd would go bummer,
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 Greg.
bummer, woo, bummer. Woo-hoo. And so Jason's been doing that. So I just let you in on our little inside joke here. SOS, shiny object syndrome. So the moral of the story is to listen to your soul, communicate with yourself.
So let go of the shiny object syndrome and save our souls.
Ooh, save our soul. I really think what you're trying to say is we all have a social self that wants to fit in with the outside world, and we have an essential self, and our essential self knows best.
Ooh, gosh.
And
Power. Drop the mic.
If we can really just connect with the inside world and then let the inside world connect with
the divine world.
That's when the magic happens.
And when you really connect with your essential self, the people around you will feel free to connect with their essential self, and it really creates some magic.
Oh, I love that. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back in a couple days. Have a great day. Bye-bye. If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.